Do you remember the last time you traveled and you came back home with this sense of freedom, with this sense of anything is possible, with the sense of, wow, I really just got out of my bubble and there's more to life than my small community, than the people that I know, than my city, or whatever it is. Do you remember that feeling? Do you remember that sense of freedom and that limitlessness? It is the most empowering feeling in the entire world. Feeling limitless, feeling like whatever you're worried about literally means nothing because there is such a bigger world outside of you. You really zoom out from your tiny perspective of wherever it is you live, outside of the problems of your family, of your friends, of your social circle, of your community, your city, your country in general. And I want you to know that you can actually feel like this 24/7, because that feeling isn't because you traveled. It is the reality of life. There are other worlds, there are other people and circumstances and opportunities out there for you. You are not just bound to your 9-to-5 job. You are not just bound to the friends that you have or the people that you know. You can be truly limitless. Like, I don't care about your circumstances and your situations. You are limitless. And when we switch our perspective from the victim mentality of, oh my God, my city is too small, I don't like where I live, the people around me are small-minded. And when we change it to, hey, there's literally a life outside of me. There's a life outside of my friends and my community and my circle. There's so much more out there. If you look at people, celebrities, influencers, people that have lived normal lives and all of a sudden they've just completely did a 360 and their lives has completely changed overnight because of maybe a viral video, of their business going, successful, or they just literally decided to move across the country or to another country altogether. That wasn't because of luck or because that was them as a person and, they can do it and not me. Anyone can do it. I feel like a lot of YouTubers and self-development people say, quit your 9-to-5 and travel the world. And it's such a generic cliche thing nowadays, but it doesn't have to be that. I want you to understand that you are truly limitless to do anything that you want. You. Think of whatever it is in your head that you want right now. It doesn't matter what it is. It really doesn't matter. It can be that specific person. Do you realize that you can have that thing? You can have it. It's totally yours. You don't need to be another person to experience what it is that you want. There's a reason why you want what it is that you want, and you can totally have it right now. But we need to change our perspective from the victim mentality of, oh, it can't possibly happen for me because I'm earning this amount of money, to I'm literally limitless. I control my destiny, I control my future, and I can do anything that I want. I can literally do whatever I want. I am not bound to my job. I'm not stuck. Do you realize that you are not fucking stuck? And you never were. You never have been, never will be stuck in any situation or circumstances. There are always options. As long as you have breaths, you have options. That is a quote from The Hood Healer. If you don't know her, I absolutely love her. She is a genius. Okay. So this is how you do it. You recognize that you can, that you're not a victim of your circumstances, and you start from the present moment. All that we have is the present moment, and we take little baby steps. What steps do we take? It's by taking the steps that make you the happiest. That can mean going out of your comfort zone, and you do need to differentiate between you feeling fear and being like, you know what, no, I actually have to go out and do this right now. Because that's where I did really stuff up. I was like, oh, 2022, like my life is so easy. Well, it is easy, it can be easy, but there are different circumstances where you will have to go out of your comfort zone. Yes, you will. And also recognizing that you are in the present moment now and you follow your intuition in your present moment right now. And that's going to lead you exactly to where you want to be. Know where it is that you want to be. It doesn't have to be quitting your job and traveling the entire world. Like, don't be fed to the things that people tell you to do online. What does it say in your heart to do? Is it quitting your job and being a stay-at-home mom? Is it moving back to your hometown? Is it being an influencer? Before doing anything, meditate and do that. People don't actually say the steps of how to get there. But the thing is that they don't say it because it is different with every single person on this planet at every single point. Even me, like each moment is like a unique fingerprint. We can't get it back. We can't replicate it. We can't go about like a journey the way that someone else did, or even the way that you did 5 minutes ago. That's how like unique every single moment is. And you can't just follow one blueprint. There's no blueprint. There's no pink print. Shout outs to Nicki Minaj. There's only one way to do it, and I'm going to tell you that way right now. It's following the present moment. I don't know how much I can emphasize this. Following the present moment and following your intuition. And this doesn't have to mean going about and doing something directly, like I'm going to start looking for jobs. I feel like quitting the gym to research something that I want to do for my career and have an abundance of time, because that's what my intuition is telling me to do. A year ago, I would have never in my life even imagined not going to the gym. Most of my 2022 was just going to the gym and working and manifesting and going inside myself. And that's what I needed for myself at that time. And I followed my intuition, and now I'm ready to do what it is that I want to do, right? And we may never be ready, like feeling fully ready, but we're following our intuition, even if it does seem scary. And it is like a loving, easing flow. Like you will know what to do. It might feel scary, but you'll just have this loving, soft guidance just telling you what to do, right? So you're following your intuition every single moment. If it means quitting the gym, or if it means going to the gym, if it means going out with your friend that day, go out with your friend that day, because you don't know who you're going to meet. You don't know if your friend says a specific thing that resonates so deeply inside of yourself that will literally leap you into the direction that you want to go. Your intuition, you don't have to be spiritual. Your intuition knows exactly what to do, but you need to clear your mind first, know that you're not a victim, know that anything is possible, and be open to any opportunity and just anything in every single moment of the day, and know what your specific desire is and be very lenient about it, right? Because if we're so gun, set, ho on it, then we block out blessings, block out opportunities that we think are so far out of the blue that have nothing to do with what we actually want, but it has everything to do with what we want. It's like the butterfly effect. It's like if we decide to do this thing, it's going to lead us to the path that we want, but we don't know. Our puny minds can't wrap our heads around how it's going to happen, but we need to be following our impulses, right? So do what makes you happy in the current moment. What makes you happy right now? Right now, if I don't upload a YouTube video every single day, like I'm just not going to be a happy person. I need to upload a YouTube video and talk to you guys every single day, because that's what makes me happy right now. It hypes me up to no end. I didn't want to go out with anyone last year. Now I'm starting to have urges of going on dates, seeing my friends. If I don't feel like doing that, I'm not going to do it. It sounds so random, but you just don't know. You need to follow every single moment, and your intuition, your impulses are going to lead you to where you want to be. And it can be anything, but you need to sit down and realize that you are limitless right now. You can have anything that you want right now. It is 100% possible for you. And if you don't fully believe that, it will happen still, because God gives us grace, but it's going to help us so much once we trust and we know that we are truly limitless. Like if we sit down in a quiet, dark room with no distractions and really sit within ourselves and be like, what do I want? If it were up to me, if I couldn't get it wrong, if I could have absolutely anything that I wanted, regardless of, you know, if my parents wanted it for me, like just imagine everyone is accepting of you doing this thing. Everything is amazing. Everything is incredible. What would you want to do? Because you can have that right now. And the rest will follow. All of these doubts that you think will come along with that will dissipate. naturally because you're going to be following the path of least resistance. But you need to know that you are limitless. You were born on this earth to experience life and play and have the time of your life and inspire and influence people through your happiness and be kind to people and expand and learn. We came here to learn and expand. The universe has experienced itself through us. So that is our ultimate purpose. And then if we feel like, hey, like, I want to film things because I want to influence people, then we do that as well, because that is also our purpose. But we need to recognize that we are literally limitless. Whatever it is that we want to do, we can do that. Actually, it's bad if you don't do that, if you don't follow that. Say 2 people are applying to go to law school. One person was literally born for law school. Like, it is the easiest thing for them. They get straight A's, whatever, 100, and it's easy, and they're in the flow state, and they're having the time of their lives because that's what they were born on this planet to do. Versus Sally, who is doing it to please their parents, and it's going to feel like she's, you know, rowing upstream. Like, it's going to be the hardest thing ever, because it will be, because she wasn't born to do that. She's doing that to please her parents, right? My job, I don't feel like I'm at work because I love editing. I feel like I'm doing my purpose every single day. It gives me energy, you know? The first step is knowing that we are truly limitless. Anything that you want, you can have. Anything, 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 anything. And you can actually easily get it through following your intuition. It is literally the easiest thing ever. And every time I did this, because I would forget and I would fall off, but every time I went on that bandwagon again, and I'm 100% on it right now, like, I'm feeling incredible, that's when I got everything. Not when I was sitting and affirming and being like, no, it has to be exactly like this, it has to be like this, it has to be like this, it has to be like this. I'm waiting. It has to be like this. I'm waiting. When is it? I'm not doing anything else. I'm ignoring my 3D. Why are we ignoring our 3D? Tell me, why are we ignoring our 3D? We were put on this 3D to experience life. We should be looking at the 3D and finding good things, because then we will get better things out of it. I ignore the 3D when specifically there's something horrible in my face. Of course, that always helps me. Like, there is a situation right now where I just ignored something. I didn't make a mountain out of a molehill, and now it's like, things are going my way. So you don't know how these things are going to play out. So I'm not saying completely not ignore your 3D. Ignore it if there's unfavorable circumstances. But we should be in the present moment at all times. At all times. At all times, bitch, at all times. And following our intuition. And that's how we get to a limitless place in our lives where we can literally do anything. So I hope that this helped you. Have a wonderful, fabulous rest of your day. I hope you had the best 1st of January 2023. I know I had such an amazing experience with my friends. I went out, I walked the Brooklyn Bridge, I went to Dumbo, I went to the West Village with my friends, caught up. It was beautiful. So I hope that you have an amazing, incredible rest of your day, night, week, month, year, life, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.